so cold.
We're back.
Hi guys.
We took another unexpected break.
Yeah, we do have to fill you in with a bit of a shift that we're having.
A lot to fill you in on. So I'm employed. Like I
Kez
literally
has
have
a job,
full-time employment, and I've done my first week now. It's going well, thriving. Yeah,
she's
I've
done
got not
it.
much
She's
else
got
to
a job.
say.
She is the first one out of the duo to have
I've made it.
a job. She's made it. So
It's
that
in Plymouth.
means sorry, we'll talk about it a bit more.
Okay.
It's in Plymouth. It's in Plymouth.
It's in
at
Plymouth,
home,
close
it's
to my
fun.
house.
Yeah,
fun office environment. Everyone's so lovely. Yeah, that is all I have to say about it at the minute. But loving it, loving life.
Yeah, you're happy, aren't you?
In the construction industry, should we just that's all I'm gonna say. I'm just
creative.
It's a bit creative.
You know.
It's a bit. It's in the yeah. That's what we're good. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave myself. I'm gonna be a bit mysterious about it.
I think you should. I think some things we can keep private.
Yeah. For all our fans. Oh my god, I had a dream last night, Ellie, that I went onto Acast, onto the Insights, and we had 400,000 listens.
Have we?
Yeah. I didn't actually check. I should have, but that was my dream. That was actually my dream last night.
Maybe maybe you saw into the future.
Hopefully, because graduation did skyrocket.
Yeah.
But what else have I got to say? So today's episode, my friend Liv, shout out to Liv, sent us this idea.
Yeah.
And she was reading some Reddit posts and she said there were some hilarious ones about uni. So she sent them over and we thought it would just be a funny, light-hearted episode since everyone's literally starting uni this week to read out some of the funny Reddit stories and just discuss them, divulge into them.
They are funny.
Yeah, evaluate them. So that is the plan of today's episode. Oh, we need to tell them about our new schedule.
I was going to say, obviously now Kez has a job. She's working Monday to Friday, 9 till 5.
8 till 5. 8
till 5. Yep, sorry, 8 till 5. So recording, editing and getting one up each week is actually quite a lot of work on top of the work we already have. And manifesting me getting a job too, fingers crossed, soon I'll be in that position as well. So
100%.
We think we're going to change our upload from every week to every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks there will be a new episode. So that gives us a week to record and a week to edit, which just makes life a bit easier while we're going through this period of time with adjusting, settling into new things and figuring out how to manage it all. But
we think that makes sense, and we think you guys will be fine, because I think doing it weekly was putting pressure on. Like I said, when we were so busy trying to film and edit, it meant that we wouldn't do it, and then we were out of schedule. So we think a new schedule, 1 episode every 2 weeks, 2 a month, is good. It's doable. We're not going to overdo it. So that's our new schedule. We hope you guys don't mind. I think there'll be better quality episodes by doing that, and we'll make sure it stays fun.
Also, we're more likely to stick to it, because I feel like there has been a few weeks recently where we've not stuck to uploading, whereas this way we'll be able to do it and it will be better.
100%. Obviously, when me and Ellie were both in uni, we did the same course. Our schedules were we were doing this. We did the same modules on the same course, so our timetables were we did everything we did together.
The same.
We were literally the same person, so it was a lot easier to schedule when to film and when to edit. But now, obviously, they're quite different. Once every 2 weeks, you can hear our lovely voices. So
we hope that's okay. It's kind of been what we've been doing at the moment, so you're probably quite used to
it. We've been doing it for a few weeks now anyway, but
we're just say radio silent. We're just hopefully they won't notice.
No one will notice. It'll be fine. So we'll just get straight into it.
Oh, and by the way, quick update, I'm actually single now. Okay, bye.
Am I the asshole?
We're going to start with, am I the asshole for not turning down acceptance into my dream uni because my best friend didn't get in? Now, I'm going to read it out to you, and then we're going to discuss, okay?
Yeah, we'll discuss.
Okay.
Story time.
A bit of background. I met my best friend through a musical theatre youth group in our early teens. We were inseparable from the beginning, as we were the only people in our age group there, and we both loved performing. Last year, however, something changed, and when we were applying for university. I'm not sure how the selection process goes for more academic unis, but for us, it meant weeks of learning songs and dances and scripts and going to heaps of auditions, 2 on average for each school. However, I was finding more success than my best friend. I got called back for all but 2 programs I applied for.
Wow.
She was only called back for a few. And she was feeling a bit bitter about it. That much was clear. This was only amplified when we found out that I was accepted to our dream uni and she was not. She asked me to turn it down, but I said no. This was what I had wanted basically since starting theatre. She got mad at me then and cut me off, which hurt, I won't lie. She was my best friend and I thought she would have been happy for me. We hadn't spoken until a few weeks ago when she called me out of the blue asking if we could meet up. We did, and she was just like she was when we left each other, calling me selfish for doing what I thought was following my dreams and telling me that it's not too late to quit, seeing as I'm not that good anyway and will never get a job in the industry. Oh my God. But she got me thinking, and maybe she's right. We were friends for years and I feel bad for leaving her, and it feels like there is more talented people in my classes quite often. But all the same, I'm happy studying what I study. I have friends and I'm following my passion. So, am I the arsehole?
No.
Right. This one is actually sad. Like, I know I read it out like quite funny, but this
I know I'm like quite funny, but
no, I know I read it and it was quite funny, but it's actually sad that you were actually questioning, and this person is like actually questioning like that
dropping
they're
it
not
out.
good enough to be there when you obviously are. Like I actually did musical theatre for a really long time.
No, you did not.
Yes, I
you?
did. 15 years.
Swear on your life.
Swear on my actual life. Big Little Theatre School, big up. If any of my old drama school friends listen to this, hi.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, I did it for so long. I literally performed. I performed at Bournemouth Pavilion. I know.
Oh.
You did not know that. I did that.
I have no words.
Are you joking?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's just really funny. I didn't know you were a theatre kid.
Yeah, I was.
She was.
And I was really good at it.
No, I'm proud of you. Ellie was actually the backup dancer for a JLS performance once.
Oh my God.
Ellie knows all about the industry. So it's probably quite a good dilemma for you to answer.
That's a funny story for another day when we did that.
Yeah,
I actually wasn't, but we'll tell you all about that. But
yeah.
No, so I actually did I was part of the drama school, and it honestly is extremely competitive, extremely hard to get into schools. If you're not good enough, you won't be accepted. Like, they're really cutthroat. They're like, no, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, it's extremely cut. The fact that this person actually got in after all the rigorous auditions, everything you had to do, proves that you should be there. Like,
yeah,
I don't think I would have got in, but I knew loads of people who were amazing at my drama school and they got in and they're like living, and you would not be there if people didn't think you were good enough.
And they are like living. I'm just laughing at you and your drama school friend.
I can't believe I never told you that.
I can't believe I didn't guess.
Yeah, it doesn't come as a shock to most people.
No, it doesn't. So funny.
So first of all, you do deserve to be. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying this. They're going to be listening.
No,
they do deserve to be there, because obviously this applies for other people who might be in this dilemma if they've been accepted to a uni and their friends.
It's quite a niche dilemma.
But yeah, maybe not specifically musical theatre, but some people who like maybe have planned to go to their uni with their best friend and then one of them doesn't get in. You have to put your
own self. I don't think if they were a real friend they would even ask you to do that, and I think the fact she's asking you to do that means that you're better off about her, and I think she's just giving you like severe imposter syndrome, making you think you're not good enough, when, like Ellie said, they wouldn't have taken you on if you weren't. It isn't like an academic one. No, it's like they just wouldn't have, because they just wouldn't.
They literally don't. Like, they have, it's so competitive that they're not going to take someone if they actually do it, because they'll have someone else to take the space. So the fact that your so-called friend said that you are not good enough anyway, and you'll never get a job in the industry. Sorry.
Bin her off. I say you're not an asshole. I say she is the asshole.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I get that it would have been hard for her. Like, she's obviously worked her whole life as well to want to do this and been to drama school. And I get it. She's going to be feeling crap because she would feel crap. However, like, you have to put that aside. Like, you have to. Like,
I just think jealousy's
I get. Also, I get that she probably is like, oh, I just don't like. It's really hard for me. It's quite raw. Like, so it just happened or whatever. Like, it might be good for me to just take a bit of time, just to like. That's fair enough, but let your friend carry on. Like, don't then try and tell her not to do it and that she's not good enough just because you're annoyed. Just give yourself some space. Quite right, you probably do need that because you'll be feeling rubbish, but you can't take it out on your friend. That's not your friend's fault. Like,
no. So I think, in short, you're not an asshole, your friend is. And I think we should leave that one there because it wasn't as funny as I it's actually quite mean to this poor girl.
Yeah,
so you're not
mean.
So you're not.
No,
not that she's listening, but we don't think she's an asshole.
But if you apply this to a context of people like at other universities and in that kind of position, and people in friendships where the friend is jealous of what you're doing and they're not, and it makes you want to not do it, you can never be in a friendship like that. Like, that's never going to work.
No, jealousy in friendships is not. It
like, in the bigger picture. Like, what this story's told us is, if any of you are in friendships like that, get out,
run. You're not an asshole, your friend is. Let's go,
move on.
Okay, so this one also isn't that funny. It's a bit of a relationship dilemma. And you've got the joy of me reading it out, so bear with me. Okay. My boyfriend and I were living together for quite a while, but this year he has decided to move out and live on residence with his friends. So I'm assuming that means on campus, on uni campus. They are all single and they've been wanting to go out every night, play golf, play video games during the day. I'm happy for him. He is really enjoying it, but I've been struggling a lot mentally and financially since he moved out. I also don't get to see him often, so it is really hard. I feel like I'm taking away his university experience because he's always stressed about me. A few days ago, I got to see his dorm room for the first time and I had a reaction that I didn't expect. I got really upset and ran out of there with no explanation. I think I ran out because I really loved living with him and it just made him moving out feel more real. And when I saw his new room, I also trust my boyfriend, but I feel like he's choosing to go frat boy without thinking about how any of this will affect me. I feel like I'm being selfish and I don't want to hold him back, but I'm struggling with it. Am I the asshole?
Right.
Let's divulge.
I can see both sides.
Yeah.
And I do have empathy and I sympathise with the girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. I have empathy and I sympathise as well with the boyfriend.
So do I.
Yeah, because should we go into why we think that why we sympathise with the boyfriend first?
Yeah, okay. We'll start with the boyfriend. Yeah.
I personally think that when you're in university, you're 18 to 21, maybe you take a gap year, but roughly 18 to 21.
Yeah.
You are so young. And I think that spending time with your friends and making friendships is so important.
Yeah, it definitely is. And actually, in the last couple of weeks, I have realised how important it is to have friends, like, actually, and put time into friends. And
100%.
Like, the friends I made at uni have just been like the best the last couple of weeks. And like, honestly, like, I do think everybody needs that time to have a bit, like, to live time for themselves. Yeah.
And you're very young. You don't have kids. You don't have a mortgage with this person. And as much as you love them, I think your friends should be a high priority at uni, because the friendships that I've personally made at uni are friends that I'll have for life. And that's such a big thing. And I think if you close yourself off and you miss out on that, it's quite sad.
Yeah, it is really sad. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I think relationships and uni can work together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they can, but I just maybe think if you've been living with your boyfriend before he's gone to uni, and then now I just think
I think it's not
one.
to be said that relationships at uni can't work, because they 100% can. You just have to make time for both. And if you're saying that you really trust him and it's fine, then I don't think that you're an asshole, because you are letting him do those things. Not letting, because I don't think it should be letting, especially at that age.
But you're like,
even at any age, but you know what I mean. I think you're still giving him space to explore his friendships, and like you said, you trust him fully. I just think this girl was upset because you're transitioning from living together to not living together, and maybe if you haven't made as good friends, you can feel a bit left behind. But I don't think that makes you an asshole for being upset. I think it's a natural feeling.
It's change. Like, as human beings, we don't adapt to change very well, and it's change. And obviously, it's kind of like they've almost done normal relationship progression backwards. So they've lived together and now they're going to uni.
I wonder how old they are.
I would love to know a bit more context to this, but and so they've almost done it backwards, whereas if they'd gone to uni and then moved in together, like that's a lot more easy to cope with. So I completely sympathize with the girl, because that must be hard. Like, imagine going from living with your boyfriend to then him going to uni and being out and like making all these friends, and you're not doing that.
However, it is hard.
However, the boyfriend's not wrong for wanting to go and do that. But you now need to focus on yourself, and you need to do things that make you happy. And but from what I'm reading, I could be interpreting this wrong. I'm kind of getting the vibe that the girl's kind of become molded into her boyfriend, and and she now needs to take this time to focus on herself and make sure that
could be good. I think you'd flip it into a positive. You spend more time with your friends, you spend more time for yourself, because you have to be okay. Like, a relationship should add to your life, it shouldn't be your life. You should be fine without them and better with them. It shouldn't be your life,
because also you never know when it's going to end.
And
the majority of the time friendships don't end, and family doesn't end, and that's there forever, and you have that by your side. Whereas with relationships, stuff can be fine and then they can go wrong. You know? So you never know when that's going to happen, and you need that support system behind you. And now it's your time. It's your time to go and do everything he's doing. Like, he's going off and having fun. Well, you go and have some fun. You know? But I think it's very big. Like, obviously, you're happy for him, and they're happy for him, and he's really enjoying it. But now it's time for the girl to go and enjoy herself too.
I don't think either of them are being an asshole. I think she's dealing with it well. Like, you can't help being upset, but I think flip it to a positive. We're like literally speaking as if we know. It's because they're dilemmas, which is funny. But yeah, I think that's what we have to say.
Okay, so we're going to end on one final one, which I have already pre-read and I think is absolutely ridiculous, but I feel like you guys might find it quite shocking and funny. Am I the arsehole for not giving my mum my student discount codes to buy stuff for herself? I'm 16, female, and I'm just about to start college, so I've signed up for a student discount thing, as I'm on a 0-hour contract and only make £5.50 an hour. I told my mum that I'd signed up for it, and she asked me how they know if you're a student and if she could sign up for it, and I told her that you have to have a student email. She then asked me if she would be able to use my discounts, and I told her that they were for me to use, as I'm a full-time student and make less than 10% of what she makes. She then proceeded to tell me that it wouldn't hurt to share them, and that she can take back the £50 that she gave me to buy a new pair of point shoes, which I only need once a year and will pay her back for once I get paid at the end of September. Now she's mad at me. Unjustifiably, in my opinion, and I just want to know what you all think. Am I the arsehole?
Yes.
Yes. I'm sorry.
You can use uni discount codes as many times as you like. I don't know what that would even affect you.
Why are you gatekeeping student discount codes? Like, literally.
Why do you think you own uni days?
Like, that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, my mum and dad use my student. I'm not at uni anymore, so sorry, Swansea. Sorry, uni days. My mum and dad use my student discount code. I give them out to bloody everyone.
Yeah.
There's no max amount. You can give them out to whoever you want. No one ever checks. You literally save about 10%. You know, it's not like you're making savings of like £100. You're probably making a saving of literally hardly anything.
£1.
But
yeah.
But the fact that you won't give them to your mum is absolutely ridiculous because you're annoyed that she makes more money than you. Like, that is honestly stupid.
And I feel like they really don't think that they are the asshole, which is really funny. I'm getting like spoiled brat vibes.
Yeah, it's like I don't make very much. Okay, that's fine. You can still use a student discount code though. Give them to your mum. Like, what has your mum ever done? I've never thought that.
Both use them.
My mum and dad have always earned obviously more money than me. And I'm not annoyed at them. I'm not thinking, well, you should pay full price then. No.
It's really funny.
If they want £2.50 off, they can have £2.50 off. Like, it's fine. Yeah. I honestly don't. I've never, ever, ever heard of someone say anything like this before. Like, no, you can't use my student discount code because you're not a student.
You're not. It's illegal. You can't. Fraud.
Fair enough. You don't want to give them out to like someone you don't like, but it's your mum.
Maybe she doesn't like our mum.
True.
That could be a big possibility. But we thought we would just end on a bit of a funnier one because so Liv sent quite funny ones, but they were not PG. Liv. So she did say that some of them weren't PG, but me and Ellie read them and had a big laugh at them, but we just don't really want to go into them on our PG podcast and put it out to the world. So we were trying to find a bit of a funnier one, weren't we? And I just think it's funny because it's literally your mum and you could use it as well. I think
it's funny because it's so ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I honestly think, like, how can you be annoyed at that? Like, it's just weird.
No, but I actually think that's something I would have done when I was like 14. Like,
no, mum.
I would have, no, mum, you're literally not a student. I'm not literally not letting you. I feel like that's something I would have done. But it's just because when you're that age, you're just like you're just selfish of it, like, because you're just young. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think I probably would have done that. Sorry, mum. But it is.
I would quite like to know if you guys agree and think it's absolutely ridiculous because I'm sure you will, but honestly, weird. People are weird.
Okay, well, we hope you've enjoyed some Reddit posts. We do recommend going and looking at the Am I the Asshole? It's just like it's just the acronym, so like AITA and the uni post, because there are some really funny ones on there. Okay, so we hope you enjoyed that episode and hope you're okay with our new schedule.
Yeah, we hope that it's not too disheartening. But it also gives us a bit of time as well. Now that we're not like sticking to the whole like uni thing so much.
Yeah.
It gives us time to think of like really good quality episodes that we think you're going to like as well. So yeah, I think it will benefit everyone.
Yeah, be beneficial for everyone. So yeah. Basically, thanks for listening.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Hopefully
with some more stuff to fill you in on, and keep an eye on our TikTok and Instagram account because we do post on there sometimes.
Sometimes. But yeah, love you guys.
Speak to you soon. Bye.